And they were in Philadelphia. They had 13,056 people in Philadelphia. The business is going to hell. Just the bottom's falling out of it. Only 13,000. They're going crazy with the drone shots, though. I almost had to take some seasick medicine in this first entrance, just with all of the flying about.
It's picking up speed, too.
Yes. I wonder, is there a speed limit on those things? If it went out of control and just fell into the crowd at 60 miles an hour?
That's the biggest lawsuit ever. It flies into the arena, it just keeps going straight and crashes into a woman's face.
Yes. Remember old Fabio was on the roller coaster back about 30 years ago and he got hit in the face with a fucking pigeon? Came down all bloody?
Yeah, and there are plenty of people there filming it. The idea of all the times for it to happen, the press is there.
Well, I'll tell you, when Fabio goes to the amusement park, he gets a lot of attention. Anyway, so speaking of people that look like the bird has flown into their face, here came Paul Heyman with Seth Rollins and the Bronze. And I love the look of this group. These had Bronson Reed especially is looking great. The tribal thief and the Shula Fala and the whole thing. He looks like a star. Braun Breaker's the future of wrestling. I mean, Seth is colorful. But the thing is, Seth is the top guy that makes them elevated. This is a kind of a new version of the Horseman type of thing, but not you're trying to fill those particular personalities, but the concept. And Paul was, of course, happy he was in Philadelphia. He was too humble for a statue. And he put his guys over. He gives Braun Breaker the big introduction and Bronson Reed, and then the big one for Seth. And introduces him and the people sing because they're stars. We're all just singing and cheering here. And Seth starts to speak, and it's Jey Uso's music. So we're like 10 minutes into the show. We've heard the guys in the ring introduced is what we've got accomplished so far. But the waving and the yeeting and the dancing, and now he's letting the kids yeet on the microphone. It's like George Goulas in the Louisville studio. Who do you think is going to win? And he does the promo from the crowd, but Paul was great in his delivery, but basically Jay said he was going to beat Seth in Paris and kind of alluded to fighting Breaker tonight. And then Seth confirmed that. So we had it right. And then again, a good thing they did. Seth fired Braun Breaker up to be so mad at Uso, telling him that he doesn't respect him or his family, that Braun was ready to go after him. Sally, number it gets Braun. It establishes his short temper, fuse, whatever. And also it starts establishing that Seth manipulates Braun for his own purposes. And then Paul had to do the promo about the bingo hall at ECW and hype up the no disqualification rules. And they're going to make the main event the Extreme Rules because they're in Philadelphia. More on this in a minute. But he mentioned a bunch of the ECW legends. He invoked the spirits of the Sandman and New Jack and Van Dam, the late great Sabu, the late great Tommy Dreamer. And I know he's not dead yet, but he should be. I thought they had made up, or is he just giving him a little chuckle?
Yeah, is that putting him over? Mr. Hardcore? He should be dead.
He should be. Well, I thought he was talking about his never having really been one to take care of his physical conditioning in terms of diet and exercise, but the Dudley boys, etc. And then Jay shut him up and said, okay, I'll agree to it. Extreme Rules. And I wrote, oh, great. I can't wait. That's so unique. Well, I mean, what did we just say last week? That not only is the pattern here, everybody's going to come out and either make or add to the main event, whether they get in a fight or not. Then they're going to come back at the end and they're going to have a fucking match, and then somebody's going to run out. But in the meantime, it's so unique that we would have a match where there's no rules, there's no disqualification, furniture. And we were 20 minutes into the show to get that accomplished. Give me your thoughts on the thing as a whole, but I wish they'd just pick it up a little.
Yeah, I thought Heyman was a bit much here, and I'm usually a big fan of his. Lately, I've kind of felt, I said it last time, Heyman by the numbers. But when he started talking about Bronson Reed, he pulled me back in because it's so perfect. And you want to talk about something that can get someone over a crossover appeal. The bully that steals people's sneakers? Run with that. I think that's great. All the nicknames were funny, but they weren't said in a goofy way. You know what I mean? The way wrestling comedy is supposed to work.
Gimmick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really like that. Braun Breaker is breaking out, as we see. Rollins is a bit much. I can't. He's still to me the weak link in this whole thing, to be quite honest with you. I feel like Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker would be going further right now, if not weighed down by the guy in the rose-colored outfit, or whatever the hell was happening there. Baggy outfit, too. It was like David Byrne-esque. If David Byrne wore really bad...
Stop making sense. But no, Seth right now, Seth has the reputation. And so I can see the elevation from the reputation, and that there's something to Seth and Braun Breaker at some point. So they're laying the groundwork.
And we'll see where they go with this. Heyman Group. It's now called The Vision. What do you think of the name The Vision?
Well, that's, there's all kinds of vision. You can have double vision or heat vision or poor vision. Sometimes you just lose track of what you're saying right in the middle of saying it. You never know when you get to be Paul's age. So he better watch. Maybe he's got a new name for the group every week.
Well, this is your show.
No, it's not.
Ah, damn it. Well, back to WWE
the vision. I'm not to answer your question seriously. I'm not just turning cartwheels over the vision right now. Let's see what his vision is. See if it's 2020.